This is so simple, just parsley root. There are so many wonderful things that we have got if we'll just use them. And there'll be so many things that they'll be needed for. It'll pay to know about them. Juniper berry. Now this is an herb. It has 3 stones, 5 stones, 7 stones. The juniper berry is one that has saved many lives, because where an individual cannot void their urine, this makes it possible. There are many stories on this, but I remember a young lady from South America had been en route to the BYU University for 3 days, where she was going to study there, and she had not voided her urine in 3 days. Now, if any of you have tried to hold on for a half hour or an hour, you can imagine at the end of 3 days, she was screaming. The pain was more than an average person could ever stand. They had tried everything recommended to void her urine, but nothing seemed to work. They called, and I told them to have hot water ready. And when I got down there, this girl was lying on the floor, screaming at the top of her lungs with pain. I took the boiling water and just put a teaspoonful of juniper berries in it, stirred up the cup full, and when it was cool enough, we propped the girl up, and she couldn't speak English. She took a swallow, and in a second or two smiled, took another swallow, and got up and headed for the bathroom and voided her urine. Will they work fast? Ha! Boy, just give them a chance. The right herb at the right time, it does a beautiful job. This was one of the door openers for the people in that family. They became herbalist. The young lady, I guess, is still studying herbs, but it saved her life. Juniper berries. We could go into many, many amazing stories of this. We have seen miracles, miracles upon miracles, and it works. This is one thing that I have been very careful about. The garden carrot, when it's properly grown, is a powerhouse in itself. You know, very few people realize how potent that garden carrot is. The smartest thing in the world is to have your own garden in your own backyard. And when you need some vegetable, go out and pull it. You will find the carrot that's freshly pulled, it's very crisp. Garlic. I give you a guarantee right now that if you'll use lots and lots of garlic, chew it and have it with you all the time and always use a lot of garlic, that you will never get flu or colds or pneumonia. Your red clover is an herb that if you grow it in your backyard, you'll have to replant it or reseed it every 3 or 4 years. It's not like alfalfa. It won't last for years and years and years and keep coming up. After 3 or 4 years, red clover fades out, and we have to replant. But here is a blood purifier that is one of the greatest. In our red clover combination tea, red clover is our basis, but we have 8 or 10 other herbs mixed in with it, because in cleaning the bloodstream, we have specific herbs that go into the liver to clean it, into the spleen, into the pituitary, the pineal. But the red clover is the overall blood purification herb, and it is absolutely great. It's high in many of our minerals. The red clover combination tea is the one that used for nearly 40 years now. The combination of this for cleaning up bloodstream in poisonous conditions in people who have types of blood diseases, and it has done nothing but success. Oregon grape, also called mountain grape. This is a kissing cousin to our barberry, which is the Berberis vulgaris group, and these all have high berberins in them, which constitute an ability to make the bile flow better from the liver area and the gallbladder area. If we go back again to this liver, being the large organ that it is, and having the power of magnetism that it draws from the pituitary, the pineal, the thyroid, and all other glands in the body, and neutralizes the poisons that these organs have accumulated, neutralizes them so that they can be transferred into bile and then put out into the bowel and discarded as a laxative. Faith will do anything. If you got enough faith, you can move mountains with it. All right. But when a person doesn't even know that they're being helped and herbs are being used, this sweet little baby that's now crawling around, they didn't know that the eye formula was going to bring back or put in optic nerves that were never there. It didn't know that. Didn't even know what the score was.